Is at the Rialto right now. Her partner is Daniel Mentz, but we are talking with Julia. Hi, how are you today?
Hey, Kathleen. I'm so excited to be here. I'm in love with the villages, first of all.
You know, I was just going to ask you that actually, because I know you've spent a few days here.
Yes. And I don't think I'm leaving.
Okay.
I've already announced it on Facebook to my friends.
Oh, that's neat.
Goodbye.
Many people say that. Now, the film is such a passion of yours. Tell us what the film is about and what was your inspiration?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having the film at the Rialto. Slipaway is my baby. I've always wanted to make meaningful films, and I'm really dedicated to that. Slipaway is a simple story with very complex layers. It's a story of two solitary souls at different ends of life who cross paths and become catalysts to fulfilling each other's dreams. It's an 80-year-old, very lonely, elderly woman. Her name is Fall. She lives in a sailboat.
Oh, wow.
She comes across and hears a beautiful melody that a young composer is playing at the Balboa Park in San Diego. And she really sees something very special in that man. But she also sees that there is a for sale sign on his keyboard. And she's devastated because to her this keyboard signifies the medium for him to achieve his dream. And he is selling it. He's giving up on his dream. So she decides to buy it. She doesn't play any piano. And a very interesting and unlike friendship.
And that's what begins, right,
That's
the friendship
what begins the film.
and the relationship. So what was your inspiration for this?
Oh, my sweetheart, I asked my sweetheart, Daniel Mentz, who is my partner too,
I see.
to sell a keyboard because my background is music. And I wrote the main song, the theme song, which was shortlisted
awesome.
for an Oscar nomination this year. So I asked him to sell that keyboard, and he sold it to an elderly woman, and he packed it, and he took off. And I thought it was ridiculous for, the few pennies that he sold it to deliver it. But he felt it was very important because it was an elderly woman who wanted to write a musical. And it turned out to be Gwen Davis, an established writer. She was almost 80, and she wanted to start a new path. She wanted to write a musical, and I thought it was so inspiring and so just fantastic that somebody at 80 would want to share something with the world, would want to start a new...
Well, that's one, you're talking about the villages. That's one of the things here in the villages, too. Dreams never end.
Exactly.
Dreams keep moving on.
Exactly. And when, if not in our mature years, when we've accumulated all this experience, all this wisdom, if not to share, if not at this time to share it with younger generations.
Right.
So I think with this film, we really wanted to inspire people who are at this stage,
right,
to keep creating whatever it may be, just to keep giving and finding purpose and fulfilling their bucket list and chasing their dreams.
Right. Gosh, you're inspiring me right now.
That's what the movie is about.
Now, it's won 22 awards, and it's been nominated for 23 additional awards. Best Film, Best Director, Best Actress, to Best Musical Score and Original Song, which you wrote.
Right. And the theme melody has a very interesting story. I wrote it with my brother when we were teenagers, and it's lived in me for decades.
Oh, wow.
So it finally found its purpose. And I also started chasing my dream later on in life. I had responsibilities and kids and my family and all that. So now, when I came to this village and I saw Welcome Julia Butler on the board of the theater, it was so meaningful to me because it was sort of welcoming me to myself. Because it's finally about Julia Butler and her dreams and her giving back. So I've always dreamed to make movies. I worked when I was 20. I worked with Federico Fellini and had a beautiful friendship with the famous Italian director Federico Fellini. So he really opened the whole world of filmmaking for me, and I just finally...
That's so wonderful. That is awesome. Now, growing up, that's right, you were a champion figure skater, actress, you learned to speak 5 languages, and you moved to Italy for 10 years. So and you were also, well, of course, the singer-songwriter, and then that's when you ended up in LA with the recording contract, and then you just continued on.
That's right. It fell through. I had to do something tangible because I was a mother. So I got into marketing and sales and had to do it for a few years. But I've always harbored this dream to write, because my master's is in writing and literature and writing. So I wrote a novel called The Last Encore, which became Amazon bestseller. And then my ultimate dream was to tell a visual story and to tell an inspiring story.
Right.
So I'm very proud of Slipaway, because this is a metaphorical film. You can't take it literally. It's not a story about a song. It's a much bigger message.
Right.
And I've put all my life philosophy, all my beliefs, all my values into this film. So it's super important. Please come see it. It means the world.
Well, we're talking to Julia Butler, the director, executive producer, writer of the film Slipaway, which is at the Rialto Theater right now. How many more days? Do you know how long
it's going to be playing for a while?
For a while.
Yes,
so
if it does well, so I need your support.
I'm sure
it will be playing for a while.
Okay.
And of course, filmmaking is a teamwork. And I'm super grateful to my partner, Daniel Mantz. We co-wrote it, we co-directed it, and especially to my incredible cast and crew. Elaine Partnow, the lead actress, is phenomenal. Jesse Pepe, our incredible producer, Tigran Mutafian, and his Glasscore team. It's been a very unique project done in synergy. We never fought. Perfect sanctuary of people who believed in the project.
And I'm sure that all comes across on the screen.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I've seen the movie 4,000 times and I still cry.
Well, that's great. Wonderful talking with you today. And thank you so much for taking the time to come in and talk with us.
Kathleen, thank you so much. So come see Slipaway. It means the world to me.
Okay, talking with Julia Butler once again. She directed, wrote, produced Passion, along with her partner Daniel Mantz. And so come see the film Slipaway at the Rialto Theater today.
Yes.
Okay. I'm Kathleen Kane for AM 640 WVLG.